I'm not sure what it says, but it's not the exit. Exit is Ozgang. It's one of the few words I do know.
It's one of the words I didn't know in German. Europe. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Wolf. European wolf. Canis lupus lupus. Die Sprache der Wolf. Der Wölfe. I'm saying that wrong.
Canis lupus lupus. European wolf. Canis lupus lupus.
Oh, puppies.
Here, Wolf. Come on, boy. Here, Wolfie. Come on. Come on, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come on. Come on. Get the heck over here, will ya?
Why do I feel like if I keep doing this, this is going to end poorly?
Here, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. Come on. Come on. It's like that, is it?
Rule of 3, baby.
I'd really like to get a closer look at one of those wolves. I'd really like to get a closer...
Are you sure about that, Gabriel? Because I'm not. Ooh, maybe I can go in here. Uh-oh. He is eerily silent. Here we go. Can I talk to him? He's young. He should speak English.
Can you speak English?
Yes.
Great. Mind if I
Of
ask you
course.
some questions?
Yeah, okay.
Look on his face. He's just like...
Have you worked here long?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Almost 1 whole year.
A year?
A
Wow.
whole year.
I noticed you were pretty calm walking in that kennel. Guess wild animals don't bother you, huh?
The wolves. They're lazy during the day.
Oh. So you carry a walkie-talkie.
The zoo is big.
Who normally gives you your instructions over that thing?
Kitchen, sometimes the health unit. For something really important, a Dr. Klingman himself will call me.
Hey, Dr.
Dr. Klingman.
Klingman. Tell me about this Dr. Klingman.
Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned?
Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
So I should speak to him about seeing the wolves up close.
You can try, but he won't let you.
Perhaps. Where could I find him?
In the administration area.
Thanks.
I noticed that the lip syncing here is not great, but, you know, GOG.com does amazing things with letting us be able to play these games, these old games today. Windows 95 was a hot mess, and to be able to make them work by myself is definitely not easy, but fortunately there are people like GOG.com to make it easy for us.
These wolves are fascinating, aren't they? I tried calling one over, but they weren't too obliging.
Yeah, some people try that all day.
Is there any chance you could take me inside the kennel? I'd really like to see one of the wolves up close, kind of a research thing.
No way. No one will enter the kennel without authorization.
I suppose you were around when those wolves escaped.
No, I don't work at night.
But you must have been here the next day, right? That people were pretty upset, what, with the police and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that day was super crazy.
Can you tell me about it?
Tell you what?
So, how'd the wolves escape, anyway?
Well, Dr. Klingman says the gate was left open after the night feeding.
What do you think?
The gate is heavy, it shuts itself. Maybe something was in the way, maybe a rock, I don't know. I'm only glad it was not me there. The boy who works that night has been, you know.
Killed.
Oh, fired.
Fired.
Oh. That's what I was gonna say. Fired. Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you think about these killings? Pretty scary, huh? Do you ever think those two wolves could do something like this?
I don't believe it is possible. Hilda and Parzival were fine with me, just like all the other wolves. Hilda, she liked to play. She was so young still.
She did.
Nice outfit, by the way. Complementary colors. Sharp.
What did the two missing wolves look like, anyway?
Hilda was pretty. She had much white on her chest. And Parzival, he was bigger, thicker, more in the chest. He was 5 or 6 years old, maybe. Much darker than Hilda.
Dark. Dark what?
Dark gray. Both were gray. And most of the wolves here are. Hilda was light, but they get darker when they get older.
Is that right? Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
Ass.
I can't think of anything else to ask. I can't think of anything else to ask.
I'd like to speak to that Dr. Klingman, but I'm not sure how. Take me to Klingman or I kill you! Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, wait a minute, is he in here? Ah, maybe that's him. Herr Dr. Klingman.
Kommen Sie. Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Can I
I'm
help
afraid
you?
my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
I hate Americans. Like
What can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
I'm researching a new
kidding.
book, and I hear you're the expert in these parts. Could you spare a moment?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
He seems very happy to help me. Just let me stroke my hair first before we talk.
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves. Yeah, the doc.
Okay, that's a creepy looking coat.
Yeah, doctor's coat.
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks. I don't see any.
Okay. Talk, Dr. Klingman.
Could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Thanks. You don't mind if I record this, do you?
That's fine.
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal divisions.
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingman here. Herr Doctor will also do.
Sorry.
I have a doctorate from Heidelberg University. My field is animal behaviorist.
Fascinating. I see you're particularly interested in wolves.
Yes, I'm quite well known for my wolf research.
You must have been horrified when two of your wolves escaped then.
Yes, it has been very unsettling.
What kind of wolf research do you do, Herr Doctor?
I study wolf society here and in the wild.
Any insights?
Only that there is a purity to nature which human society lacks.
Meaning?
Life, reproduction, death. In nature there's a purpose to it, even if that purpose isn't pretty. We humans have forgotten our purpose.
We have.
Yes. Does a male lion say to the female, "I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to make a commitment"? Does a female wolf run off and leave her offspring to the male because she wants to mate with another wolf? Do hyenas need psychotherapy because they are guilty about their thieving nature?
You have a point.
Which I'm
Very
afraid
silly
I have
one, but
overstated.
okay.
Not at all. Do your fellow scientists share your views?
I'm guessing not.
Not often, no. Fortunately, I have found others who do.
And who are they, Dr. Klingman?
I was speaking with one of your boys out front, Greg, was it?
No, there's no Greg on staff here. Do you mean Thomas?
Thomas, right. Anyway, he's the one that said to talk to you. Because I was wondering if there was any way I could get a closer look at one of the wolves for research.
I'm afraid this is not possible. We don't show our wolves to anyone. We must protect what privacy the creatures have.
Really? Well, gosh. Guess that's that.
Well, gosh dang it. Gosh dang it, gee willikers. Shucks. I guess that's that.
Do you mind if we talk briefly about the missing wolves?
Is this relevant to your book?
Oh, yeah. You see, wolves are major characters in my new novel, and this case
Sure
is
they
quite
are.
unusual, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Very well. Actually, I know very little about the case, but I will tell you what I can.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
How long have the wolves been missing?
It's been about 2 months.
Jeez. Whew, that's a while, isn't it? It's strange the police haven't seen hide nor hair of them, so to speak.
Believe me, your sentiment is shared by the German public.
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
Because I've been wondering, what else could it be? Wild wolves, maybe?
Unfortunately, there are very few wild wolves left in Germany. Most were killed off by hunters decades ago.
Most.
A few remain in the Alps. But so close to a city like Munich, it's highly unlikely.
Any other suggestions?
I'm afraid I'm as confused as anyone, Mr. Knight.
What I don't see is why wolves, if the killers are wolves, why wolves would attack humans.
Wolves are predators. Most carnivores are potential man-eaters given hunger enough and opportunity.
But weren't the zoo wolves raised among humans?
Yes. And therefore, they are not afraid of us.
I suppose.
That doesn't really make sense, but okay. If wolves are accommodated to humans, that doesn't mean that they would, immediately kill them without reason. Animals don't do that. Unless they're
How
desperately
does
starved.
a wolf choose its victims?
Have you ever heard of the language of death?
No.
No, sir.
You may have heard that wolves often choose the young, the old, or the sick as prey. Until recently, many thought this was some sort of natural selection going on, survival of the fittest. But now some of us are finding it is much more complicated than that. We have observed, for example, wolves surround a sick moose cow. The creature was helpless, yet she
what?
stood up and glared back at her would-be killers. The wolves dispersed. Or a healthy bull who ran off alone when he sensed wolves, making himself an easy target for no apparent reason. Researchers now believe that there's a kind of primal language going on. I am death, the wolf says. Are you ready to go? And the victim, by its actions, says, yes, I am ready, or no, you will not take me now.
What if their prey doesn't know the language of death?
This is a big problem, particularly for the wolves. When wolves come across domesticated animals who do not know how to play the game, they're confused. They start slaughtering and they have no sense for when to stop. That is why farmers have hunted wolves to extinction in most parts of the world.
Well, that certainly gives me something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of what else to ask him.
Do I have anything that he might want to see? No. How about my new book? No. Can I bribe him? No, I cannot. Nope. I am a Schuttenjäger. Fear me! Nope. Okay.
Looks like office equipment back there.
Sweet. Very useful. Alright, so I think I'm done here. Let's get going.
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
Oh, not at all.
I don't like that guy. Back to my book. Okay, so let's sneak over here while Mr. Tomas is gone.
That must be the entrance to the wolf habitat. That must be...
Yes.
That must be...
Yeah. Come on. Break in. No. Okay, I don't think I can get in there yet. If at all. So, let's get out of here. Now, there's only one other place to go, and that's back to the farm. How about I go and see if Kommissar Leber is available now?
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
Okay, maybe not. I guess we're going back to Lockham for now. Did I miss something back here? The house, the farm. Any other exits? Oh, I can go into the woods. Okay. Cool. Oh, there's actually some other stuff around here. Oh, that's cute.
It's a water trough. Ground's a bit muddy over here.
Hello. What have we here?
Jesus. It's as big as my hand.
Ah, we've got a wolf footprint here, and there's quick cement in the farmhouse.
That paw print is as big as my hand.
Let's go and grab that, shall we? I do like that it allows you the option of skipping movies. That is useful. I do not like that they don't give a little chime or something when you score points, because you can see we've scored a ton of points now. It's 23. And I only just noticed that we scored 23, so... It would be useful if they gave a little chime. Alrighty. Let's get that quick cement. Get that paw print. Adventure game logic be damned. I will defeat you. Better move quick. I like the attention to detail there. They did reshoot the scene with him carrying the bucket. I don't think Phantasmagoria would have done that. And pour it on.
It'll take a minute to set.
You always have to wonder in these little video scenes what is actually there and what is not. This was just when green screen was starting to become popular to use in games and movies and stuff like that. Well, I shouldn't say that about movies, but definitely games. Chroma key and whatnot. Okay, so let's go and make sure that it's done.
The mud's drying up.
And we have a paw print. Easy peasy. Let's take a look at that, shall we?
It's huge. I wish I knew if it were normal or not.
Oh, I bet I know someone who can tell us about that. Anyway, I haven't saved in a while. Let's go ahead and do that. So, funny little story. Whoops, not 20. Funny little story here. My dad always used to play these adventure games, and I would always love watching him growing up. And he would always do this style of saving where he would say in 1 or 2 words what he had just done, and then he would put the score. So, obviously, I've inherited that, and I continue the tradition.